May it be an evening star shines down upon you. May it be when darkness falls, your heart will be true. You walk a lonely road. Oh, how far you are from home. Morning air, to
as serious gets, and the only reason I'm doing this is because I see only one way out. Now, what are we looking at here? This is Google Earth. And what is this that we're looking at? Well, what does it look like to you? Every one of these has these little tubes running through it. You see it like there? Those aren't like just runoff. You see them? And why are they branched out like this? And why are these colors like that? You see them coming back here? They're all over the place. That is biology, my friend, but we are on Google Earth. And this is not good. What I see on Google Earth here in this biology right here is not good at all. And I'll tell you where it is. It's at the end of the Euphrates. I know this sounds just absolutely insane, but that is an anus, and these are anal glands, and this is an anus. And let's take a look at how this is arranged, and this has also the same condition where it has an abscessed anal sac. There's the anus. You have two anal sacs on all reptiles and birds and dogs and so forth. They have these anal sacs. Now, here it dumps the contents into these sacs and it purges them through there. This got plugged up in this one and in the one that is up here in the Tigris and Euphrates where it dumps out. It's right there. Now, this was it is one of the anal sacs, and that is infected, and I showed that, I think, or will show you, and this one is plugged up. It's all plugged up. This one's the way it's supposed to be, and this is where the contents of the digestive system dumps out. That's why it's a fertile crescent. Wherever there is digestive systems, it's very, very fertile. Let me just tell you before we go any further, this was a real hard decision for me to make as to whether to talk about this, because this is going to disturb you, absolutely, no question about that. But it should also hopefully enlighten you into the fact that the things that were written should be paid attention to. Now, whatever you feel is what was written that pertains to you. I don't care about whose God is whose God, if there's any gods. I don't care any of that. That's up to you to make that decision. I have made my decision. But I have studied pretty well, and this right here is at the end of the Euphrates. All right? And it is right there is where the Euphrates and the Tigris dump out their contents. And you see this side? This green here, and this nasty looking stuff here, really nasty. You see how nasty and gnarly, nasty looking that is? And on the other side, because this is a gland, this is where the anus of a creature was. And this is the other side. These are the anal glands. This one's nice and clean. And it dumps right out here and dumps its contents out, no problem. This side here is clogged up. It can't, see these big globs in the middle here? They're not supposed to be there. It's clogged up. And it can't dump its contents correctly, so it's becoming inflamed. You see this inflammation here? That is not good. That is not supposed to be there. On the other side, you don't see any of that. You see over here, it's perfect, nice and clean. It's not inflamed at all. You get down real close and you can see it's just nice and it's doing its job. It's absorbing all of this nastiness and making it into this soup. And then it flows out here into the waters. Now, this right here, I'm telling you right now, that is the anus of some gigantic creature. And if you follow it back right up to here, up in here is where the Tigris and the Euphrates meet, somewhere up in here. And it might even be way up here, I'm not sure. But what it is again, you see these colors? You see these colors? This is a digestive system. And where it's all these little loopy things here, you see that? This is how the digestive system works. It travels in little loops. And then they meet up together, as I showed you up in Alaska, where you have the two come together, and then they dump into the ocean. This is where it dumps into the ocean. These are where it's supposed to, and these are anal glands. I'm sorry, that's just what it is. This one here is all clogged up, and this one here is nice and free. It's draining out perfectly. This one's all clogged up. And it's clogged up, and it's making all these big globs in here, and it can't flow out. This one's very, very clean and free, as you can see. The earth was alive. And I think right now it's either dead or very close to dying. That's why these rivers aren't running anymore. The earth was literally a biologically active creature, but now it is a corpse. It's a body and a corpse. It's exactly what Jesus Christ said. We have to go back and start examining the ancient texts and see what really was written that was always scoffed and laughed at, because I'm not laughing anymore, I can tell you that.
desert had turned to sea. There were plants and birds and rocks and things. There was sand and hills and rains. The ocean is a desert with its life underground and the perfect disguise above. Under the cities lies a heart made of brown, but the humans will give no love. You see, I've been through the desert on a horse with no name. It felt good to be out of the rain. In the desert, you can't remember your name, 'cause there ain't no one for to give you no pain.
Give up the shield.
If you want him, come and claim him. Nino